Hello again, and welcome to another segment of this beautiful 1933 five-window coupe. And as you can tell, I am definitely wearing the white shirt that shows Power Play Garage. There you go. Make sure Ken and Lori stay happy. But then again, for the longest time, I actually haven't introduced myself. One of the videos that will be coming up that another friend helped out on. By the way, my name is Nick. I don't think I've ever said that, but I am Power Play Garage Radical Curves Customs. So, as you can see, the front end of the coupe frame is way up in the air, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is that we are setting up for a new power steering gearbox. And it is bolt-on direct. The three areas where it bolts on matches up to what was on there on the frame. There were two minor setbacks. One, the way that the top bolt would have to go on, it won't work. So I came up with a plan that allowed me with a different style bolt, which you use an Allen wrench for, and I would be able to slip it in from the backside and thread it in to it is already threaded and the receiver for this. And the other part that had to be changed, which I kind of expected but wasn't really sure, not 100%, not until we got it and put it on, but in the meantime, the frame was already painted, not a big deal. I am actually painting it now as we speak, and I'm actually going to throw another coat on there, and you'll be able to watch, and I'm going to bring you a lot closer, I hope, and see just how quick the little spot is to actually do. So let's see here. That would be the spot. Yep, I hope. I got it jacked up. I'm using my little small spray gun, and I'm hoping that the mic that I have back here works out better than having it on the hat, which is close, because it does come too loud, so I'm hoping that this works. And I already dusted the light coat on there already. It's not a big area, it's a small area, but as you can tell, well covered. Everything is really covered. That would be the second time. But probably go over it a few more times. And I'm going to take you off the stand and show you what I had to do. And like I said, I actually, when it came to the Chevy and even the Lincoln, I had to make changes as well. It's really a part of the course. It's not a big deal. So I don't know how much you're really going to be able to see, but I'm going to show you. Alright, so this bracket was over here more. And all I had to do was cut it free, which wasn't hard. They had it welded on one side, welded on the other, and just in a couple of spots, which is fine. And then I also had to make a little bit of a change in the gusset that's a part of the engine mount. No structural strength loss there. It's a curve. It'll be just fine. And it gives it room. I've already done all the measuring for the front housing of the gearbox to come to comfortably. And the two power steering lines are right here at the top. So it had to be moved back. It's pretty much kept at the same height that it was before off the frame. So it all worked out just fine. And it's already blending in already, and it's not a big deal. There's just little steps you got to take in order to blend it in. Not a big deal. But change had to be made so that the steering box will fit in there comfortably and work properly. But I had to make sure that everything was covered, and boy, is it covered. Underneath is even covered. We had a spray, but there's not a lot of pressure coming out of that gun, so not too much to worry about. But I didn't want to get any overspray on anything, and in this case, that's not going to happen. So that's what I'm doing right there for that. And once that is done, then I'm going to actually, once it's dry, I'm going to have to clear it. And once it's cleared and it dries, then I'll be able to bolt this in, and I should have the old gearbox back. I had to get in touch with Danielle and say, hey, I need that. And I do, because I need the pitman arm. Just didn't know, not that I know of, new gearbox will come with one. So I need the original one. It should be able to bolt on there. And anything else I might need, rag joint or whatever it is that's on there, I like to have the old stuff just in case I need something that's on the old stuff. Just like the steering column, she's got a hold of the steering column, and I want that, even though we're putting a new one in, I want that one too, just in case. I don't want to be chasing after anything. I don't want to be bothered with calling somebody up and saying, hey, you know, I need that, and they got to travel 30 minutes, 40 minutes to bring it to me, especially if they can't, then I got to wait. So I don't want that to happen. So in the meantime, I've done all the prep work yesterday on that, which was Wednesday. Today is Thursday. I did post a video this morning, and I'm sorry about the noise from the fan actually blowing in this. My other microphones have that little furry thing on there, and that fan wouldn't have affected it. But, you know, when it's 98 degrees inside the building, you kind of need a fan. So now the fan is directed somewhere else. I don't believe that that noise will be happening, and I'm hoping, and I do believe based on where this microphone is, it still should pick up the sound. If not, then it'd be like the old time movies where there was no sound, it was just a whole lot of movement. You know, when they were dancing around, jumping around. I'm sure some of you older folks know that. So I'm going to get back to doing this, because the next shot I want to get underneath the frame a little bit on an area that, on that piece that had to be moved. And once it's all said and done and cleared, I'll chime back in, so stand by. I'm back. First off, not trying to support this company here, this gym. They did me wrong. They lied. So anyhow, it's been done. It's cleared. It looks so pretty. Yep. All one color again. With a touch of pearl, like I did before. And the other thing I got to do, because I had a little bit of black left, I got to put just the black on here on this BeHaved spray bag. So it's real clear. This clear won't go on until the other colors are done. But at least I got that a little bit further. And that is definitely good to go. I already rolled back some of the tape so that there will be no hard line on it. But not that you're really going to see it. I just wanted to make it pretty again, and that's what it is. Nice and creative. So that's done. Tomorrow, being Friday, I will bolt that on, and at least that'll be fitted, at least in place, and actually take all that garbage off. And start setting up for the next part of it. I can't run the lines yet, because I have to get them made for that. I can't put that on until we actually go and set up the hydro boost, which has to be mounted to the firewall of the body. So that's going to be that. But tomorrow I will reach out to my engine guy, see where he's at. According to the client, he's on target based on time frame. So I guess my judgment on him being a little longer than I thought, I might be a little off. But if he, you know, is done tomorrow, and I'll give the client a holler, and we'll go snatch it up so that Monday I can, well, Monday's a holiday, so I don't know what I'm going to do then. But until tomorrow, hang tight and stand by. It's the next day and I'm back. The paper has been peeled off, as you can see, and I just got done replacing this part of the microphone. The other one I tried to put over here to see how that would work as far as sound wise, and it fell and it popped open. I didn't think it broke. Put it back together, it wouldn't work. Luckily this kit came with two of them, so hopefully I don't break this one. In the meantime, I am putting the steering box on, and I guess I have to loosen up the top bolt on this thing just a little bit. Like that. I had to go to good old Home Depot and get them, and I had to do a little different arrangement based on how the configuration is and was for the other one. And because of that, I made one simple change and had to do with the top bolt. Not a big deal, worked out well. So I am now trying to get this thing to go where I need it. And I actually had to, I'm going to tap through the threaded parts of this whole thing. There we go. Now the line's not in the way. Yep. I think I'm going to need a ratchet for the bottom one. My automatic gun there isn't going to fit, and I don't want to scratch nothing. Okay. The client will be coming here today. I like when they come and visit. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I don't think she's seen the pictures I posted on Instagram this morning of the changes I made here for the steering box. But when she gets here, she'll see it firsthand. And I think that's more important. There we go. But also she'll be bringing me some of the original parts that Daniela had that I told her I wanted back because I need them. And sure enough, I will have them. Like the Pitman arm and anything else that has to do with this whole setup. Yep. Absolutely. You got that. And that's that. Now I got comfortable clearance for the yoke to go on, the universal joint to go on so nothing gets hit. I got clearance for where the two lines will go in here at the top, and that'll fit. Yep, I'm loving it. And after those go in there, matter of fact, I don't know if I don't know what time it is. See, what time is it? Ooh, it's after 12. That means the machine shop is out to lunch, and they don't come back until 1 o'clock. I'm going to be giving him a call because we got a phone call from the transmission shop saying it shipped today. So that's a great thing. And we should have it sometime next week. Tuesday, Wednesday. They didn't give a date, not to me anyway. But I really would like to have that engine back Tuesday, the latest, so that I can put it on that engine run stand. That stuff, I love doing that. I like putting all this stuff together. Everything is clean, and that works. You know, it's nice, clean, neat work. So this way, once that is in and done, you're going to see things go a lot quicker and get assembled. There'll be some points where it seems like it's not going as fast as others, but there's things that have to be done in a certain way that requires a certain amount of time. So up until the next part, and I start doing the next part, stand by. Okay, I'm back, and the client was just here, and I got the old steering box, and the one piece I needed for the pitman arm, it's a straight piece. So now I'm going to remove that and then put it, hopefully, I'll be able to test it right now. If this nut fits on that one and there is room to try, then I know at least this way the shaft is the same diameter, and I'm sure the splines will be the same, and hope for the best. And nope, it is not. This is much bigger. So, it's not a big deal. Can't imagine. But, knowing that there is a difference in diameter on the threaded side, I doubt very much that the splines, the diameter on the new one, is going to be the same size for that pitman arm. So, nevertheless, it's not a big deal. I just have to get one that will actually work. I'm sure I can get in touch with the company that the steering box came from, and then they should be able to send me what I need for the pitman arm, length, and everything else. So, that being said, I believe that's going to end this portion for today. Yeah, there's not much more. The only thing left I'll be doing, and I'll show it when it's actually finished, but that won't be until actually Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday. And Tuesday we'll have that thing cleaned up, papered off, and sprayed and finished. And possibly Tuesday afternoon, if not Tuesday, Wednesday, we should be seeing the engine. And then I'll be setting that up. And sometime next week, we also should be seeing the transmission. So that's going to end this portion of, or I should say this segment of this 1933 5-window coupe. I do appreciate people watching. If you can give me a like, a thumbs up, so to speak, make a comment, that'd be awesome. If you haven't subscribed, that'd be great if you did. You all know how that works. And until the next time, try to get something done. So, thanks for watching.